So here's the graph of this polynomial. Again, there are two turning points. A couple things I wanted to highlight. If you look at the graph here, when you first look at the graph, it's hard to tell if there are two x-intercepts. It's hard to tell if it crosses the x-axis twice. So what I did is I found the obvious x-intercept, and then I went over here and found the maximum point. If you look at the maximum point, the highest it gets here is to 0.14. What does that tell you about the graph? If it gets, all right, let's actually do it. So if I try to find the maximum, so the left bound, enter, right bound, enter, and if I do that, it tells me that the y value is 0.14. That's a positive value. So if you look at that and the way I have it drawn, this is not going to be correct. Okay? What's going to happen is this graph must be coming slightly above the x-axis to get to positive 0.14. This means there are actually two more x-intercepts. Okay, now I'm not going to find all three of them for today, but if you have a question like that, you need to find all three of them. Okay, so there are actually two more. All right, let's go ahead and see if you can figure those out. We'll leave the question like that. If you have questions about this in class, we can definitely take it up. Okay, some key ideas. I've sort of summarized what needs to happen here for these graphs, but if you look down here, this looks a little bit different. So I just wanted to highlight that a bit. The domain, we've been writing it from -infinity to infinity. This means the same thing. This means x such as x is a real number. You can choose which method you want to use here. I don't care which method. I think the one we've been using is easier. Okay. For the range, this is not what we've been saying. For example, we had the one where there was a constant. We said it was y equals 4. So that's how I would do that instead of whatever they've got written here. Again, we've used -infinity to infinity. And then instead of doing it this way, which is okay, we've always been saying stuff like, you know, the graph was from 4 to infinity, or it was from -infinity up to 3 maybe. Okay, again, we're using interval notation. Okay, again, it doesn't matter which way you use or which way you choose to do it. Do what's easier. Okay, and I have some homework for you to try. If you could do page 383, numbers 1 to 4.